Hello friends, welcome to an exciting session of an introduction to Unix. In this session, you will learn Introduction to Unix OS, the basics of Unix, pros and cons of Unix. So let's start with an introduction to the Unix OS. Unix is an operating system. Now, if you are wondering what an operating system is, it is a suite of programs or software that makes a computer work. Ideally, there are two types of software, system software and application software. To understand the difference between a system software and an application software, let's take the help of this diagram. As you can see, the system software acts as the medium between the hardware and the application software. In simple terms, the system software operates the computer hardware and provides the platform to run application softwares. Unix is a stable multitasking, multi-user operating system developed by Kane Thompson, Dennis Ritchie and others at Bell Labs, USA. Released in 1969, Unix could accommodate multiple users to run multiple tasks simultaneously through different systems in a session. Unix is thus a high-end OS which allows a user working on any other OS like MS Windows or MS-DOS to gain access to Unix software in a connected environment with the help of a simple software like Telnet. Now let's shift our focus to the basics of Unix. Friends, Unix is perhaps the most secured software that you can lay your hands on. To log into a Unix system, you need to provide your username and password. Now, in a Unix-based OS, all the encrypted user passwords are stored in a shadow password file so that they are inaccessible to a person who tries to break the system. So, the user information are kept in this system file on your screen. Now, let's take a look at some of the basic commands that you must know while using Unix. When you open a terminal, you will find a $sign on it. This $sign is called the prompt and it invites you to give a command. Now, let's try out some basic commands here. Who am I? If you type this and press enter, the terminal will reflect your username. PWD. If you type this and press enter, the terminal will reflect your present working directory, that is, the directory in which you are currently located. LS. If you type this and press enter, then the output will list the names of files or directories within the current directory. CD. This command is used to move in and out of directories. Now, suppose you type cd desktop and press enter. This command will take you to the desktop and your output will look like this. Now, let's focus on some of the pros and cons of Unix. Let's start with the pros. Number 1, Unix is machine independent. That is, it can run on any machine. Number 2, users have more control over the computer because Unix is a command-based system unlike MS Windows, which allows you to activate only what the OS allows you to activate. Number 3, a vast community exists where everyone can collaborate and contribute to the enhancement on Unix. The cons of the OS are: number 1, the command nature of Unix system presents a learning curve for users more familiar with graphical user interfaces. Number 2, the installation process of new products and updates is very complicated, unlike other OS. Number 3, as Unix is customizable, different dialects of Unix have sprung up, which may cause confusion among users. Now, let's quickly recall what we learned so far. Summary. Unix is a stable, multitasking, multi-user operating system. There are two types of software: system software and application software. To log in to a Unix system, you need to provide your username and password. The user information, including passwords, are kept in a system file. Unix is machine independent, that is, it can run on any machine. The command nature of Unix system presents a learning curve for users more familiar with graphical user interfaces.